way the mice will play, because Brandon and Chris and Tom are already in Reno for a meeting this morning and then leaving this afternoon and going to Incline Village, as well as myself, and Ellie, who's here, is leaving. We're on the same plane this afternoon, and Todd too. So we will be in Incline Village for the state convention and the state board meeting until Friday. We'll be back about, I think, 6:30 Friday afternoon. So if you need any help between now and then, you're welcome to call us. I personally will have my phone off and only check it on breaks. I don't have my phone out in meetings because I'm old school and I think it's rude. But other people don't follow those rules, so you might try them. Or if you need help immediately, Angela is here, our new sales manager, and she will help you. And Roya is still here in the Green Valley office, but she's also dealing with a brand new baby, so call Angela. Okay, any wants and needs before we get started? Anybody need a house for their buyer? Anybody want to sell a house? John, is your hand up?
Yeah, I have a listing coming at the end of next week. I have a listing coming, 2,400 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's over on the east side of town, in what is it? Near Sunrise Mountain. Very nice house, very well updated. It's right walking distance from a huge park that has also been renovated, updated. Coming on the market next week at $495.
Okay, thank you, John. Anybody else have a want or a need? Lois?
I just took a listing, it's coming soon, it'll be on Thursday. It's 1,850 square feet, 2-bedroom with a den. It's near TPC Summerlin, it's in a gated community. It's on a street called Pitching Wedge. I've got it listed for $520, but come on down because, what,
One story, 2 story?
2-story. But the master's on the first, a full suite on the first. Second floor has the Jack and Jill bathroom, a bedroom, and the den, and 2-car garage. Anyway, it's very pretty. Having pictures taken on Thursday too, but it's coming out on Thursday. 520.
Square footage again, I'm sorry?
What did I say?
1850.
1850.
Okay, thank you, Lois. Anybody else? And I want to remind you, Sherry's out of town for a wedding, but Lois is up here selling raffle tickets for booze. So $1 a ticket, pay your dues, take your chances. So I just have a couple of announcements. Like I announced, everybody will be north until Friday afternoon. Now, people have asked me the Northwest office. All I can tell you is that it's not opening this week because all the players that be, Tom, Chris, Brandon, are all up north till late Friday. So stay tuned to see what happens next. The one announcement I really want to make is, if you haven't signed up for the general membership luncheon, please do that. First of all, this is Brandon's last general membership luncheon as president. It starts at 10:30. The doors open at 10:30 at the Four Seasons. Food's always good at the Four Seasons. You'll have about 30-40 minutes to peruse all the vendors, get your pins, your note cards, whatever else they're passing out for the rest of the year. Then the luncheon, guest speaker is Terry Watson, who is absolutely incredible. I'll tell you honestly, I would drive to Phoenix and pay $100 to see Terry Watson. He is an international trainer. He's also kind of a stand-up comic. I mean, he's really, really funny. And he's also teaching the free CE class that follows the luncheon, and you don't want to miss it. Now, I can get us a couple of signature reserved tables, but they're first come, first served. So I can't get one for everybody, and if somebody from another company comes and sits down at the table, the rule is you can't kick them off. So make your reservations, go onto the LVR website, check across the top where it says events, click on that and register, and it will sell out before October the 14th, Friday, Four Seasons. Yes, did you have a
Is
question?
that the date, 14th?
Uh-huh, if that's Friday,
Okay.
I'm assuming so. So, the other thing too I want to let you know is that October is turning out to be a really busy month. The committee who's working on making strides against breast cancer, their final meeting to prepare for the walk, the luncheon, and the bake sale will be Wednesday. And then the very next night, on October 20th at 5:30, will be the annual YPN Trivia Night. Now, I have been in this with a team every year since they started doing it. I've won a couple of medals. I can't find them, but if I can find them, I'll be wearing them that night. But it's 5-person teams, $30 a person, which includes 2 drink tickets and dinner. And so, sign up for that. Ellie, did you have an announcement you wanted to
I
make?
do.
Okay.
Lions one. Thank you.
Anybody else do the raffle real quick before he goes, starts?
Don't we do that, Diana?
Just want to remind everybody about the poker run, the VA Rep Poker Run. This is the poker run of the year because all the money goes to our local veterans. It's $25 for a bike, not a tricycle, that's what I have. $35 for 2 riders or $35 for a car. It's October 8th, we start at Custom Jack, it's an all-day deal, we end up at the Pioneer Saloon. Great place, never been there, so again, please sign up, great cause, raises money, all of the money goes to our local veterans.
Okay, thank you, Ellie. And now I'm going to turn it over to the absolute queen of social media. From Prosperity Lit, what? Oh, excuse me, nobody, I just don't know that. Alright, no, before we get to the queen, we have Tony from Prosperity.
Oh, we got another queen.
The king. Long
Queen.
live the king. Long live the king. Love the introduction.
By the way, that might be the first time that Jason and the word model have been used in the same sentence, but that's okay. Respect, brother. I respect you. Love you. All right, first things first. I'm sure you all can't wait with bated breath on the football pool. Jansen first, Tyson second. Kelly? Kelly third?
Kelly Oster.
Okay, Kelly Oster third. So 3 gifts here. My car needs gas, so this one might be disappearing real quick. But anyway, everything's up here. Come and claim your prize, okay? I want to talk a little bit about discount points this morning. Obviously, rates are on the rise, no secret there. Borrowers may not qualify for the loan amount they did previously, especially given the volatility in the market and the way that rates are going currently. Okay? Especially in new construction transactions where the borrower may have gone under contract some time ago, but the rate has not yet been locked. And trust me, that's out there. I know there are long-term locks, but some people are a little bit averse to going with that because there is a cost involved. Okay? On average, buying an interest rate down 1% will cost 2 points. That's 2% of the loan amount. So, well, you crunch the numbers. The $350,000 loan would involve a cost of $7,000. You know, pretty significant to most people. Many borrowers, and I've come across this many times, I'm sure we all have, as loan officers and agents, will receive a quote from a lender that contains discount points. But they either may not be aware of this, or it has not been disclosed to them. That makes it very difficult when they would come to me, or any other LO for that matter, with an interest rate that is lower than the market rate. but they are unaware of the cost involved to secure that rate. Obviously, I recommend in all cases, and I often bring this up with agents as well, that they get some kind of an estimated transaction summary, some kind of an estimated settlement statement. Borrowers are ultra sensitive to rates. Again, rate, it's easy, it's a number, it rolls off the tongue, and everybody, once that rate is out there, you have the hardest time getting people to move from that. They expect that rate or something lower. So it can be a good thing because it can get your foot in the door, but it also can be a bad thing because, again, they don't want to hear anything higher than that. Okay? More so, I think that's an issue now, given the increases that we just mentioned. Here's an example. And I'm not a proponent, by the way, of discount points, but in some cases, if it means the borrower qualifies for the property, where otherwise they wouldn't, then sometimes it may be a necessity. Okay? Or another option. A $350,000 loan again, the difference between 4.75 and 5.75 on a 30-year term is 1826 compared to 2043. A difference of 217 a month. But the cost associated with that is $7,000. Again, you crunch the numbers, but that would take more than 2 years before you'd actually recoup the outlay, before there's any financial benefit to that. Again, I have to stress, sometimes if that's the only way the borrower can qualify, it makes sense. But a lot of people don't have a spare $7,000 or thereabouts kicking around, you know? Most people in this city, by the way, 3 to 5 years in mortgages, so how much benefit are they getting by buying down the rate? Okay? So what do? How do we combat that? Well, as I'm sure many of you are aware, currently we have the 1% credit going. This is currently through the end of the month, end of this month, but my understanding is that it will be extended. So there's every chance October, who knows, maybe November, December, depending on what's going on in the market. We can apply this against closing costs, or we can buy down the rate using this 1%. That's 1% of the loan amount. I did leave some flyers at the back. I'm sure that you've heard about this particular program from whoever your LO of choice is, at Prosperity, of course. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We've got Gabby's here, I'm here, Shelley, Jason, you'll see Myra obviously as well. So feel free, Nikita, I beg your pardon. So feel free to reach out and we'll give you as much information. We'll see if we can get those deals closed for you. All right? Thank you. Have a good, any questions, anybody, by the way? On anything I just mentioned? All right. Have a enjoy your day. Thank you.
My day right here. I'll be
Okay, let's start over again. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the queen of social media, Shelley Panzarella from Prosperity Lending.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm the queen. I'm bringing up other people to talk about social media. So, how's everybody doing today?
Great.
Happy
Tuesday.
Tuesday! All right, so look to the person next to you and say, you are amazing. Okay, so I brought 3 superstars. I know there are many superstars in social media in Signature Real Estate Group, but I brought 3 because I've been watching them since they really started this journey. Rexelyn was a little bit, she was before, because she was a superstar, but please join me in welcoming Bobby Camacho, Rexelyn Martinez-Wahlberg, and Jansen Taylor. Come on, guys, give it up. Round of applause. They turned the air conditioning off so that we have more. This breathing. You're going to talk. All right. How you guys doing? All right, awesome. So what I want to do is just to start off by introducing yourselves. Tell us which office you're located in. Tell us how long you've been in the business, and then how long you've been doing social media.
I'm at the Green Valley office. I've been in the business since 2008, and I've been doing social media off and on since then, only because I heard video is the way to go, so that's when I kind of started it more so now.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rexlyn Wahlberg. Let's see where I started. Oh, my office is, I think this one. where I'm-
Spanish Ridge?
Spanish Ridge. And I've been doing social media since, let's see, way back when. MySpace?
MySpace? Does anybody know MySpace? No way, Stephanie, too. Yeah?
Way back when.
High five.
Thank you.
All right, I'm, sorry, Jansen Taylor. I think I'm out of this office. I'm not sure. I was out of the Summit office. I've been in the business since 2003. Been doing Facebook for like 5 years, but TikTok for about 5 months.
5 months. So one of the main reasons I brought each of them here is I've seen specialties inside of the social media platform. So how many of you are utilizing Facebook today? Okay. How about Instagram? TikTok? See, Jansen? YouTube? How many of you are doing videos on YouTube? Okay, so I have Bobby who's really big in YouTube, Rexy who's big in Instagram, and then Jansen who is just blown it up in TikTok recently. Although they're not going to talk specifically, we're going to talk a little bit about that, but we're also going to talk about their journey inside of the social media platform. So, journey, you like that?
Like a pro athlete's journey.
Yeah, pro athlete. So let's start off with Bobby. So why did you decide to get into social media?
Again, I heard that videos are the way to go right now. Everybody's on the computer, so reaching out to people with education on that.
And which platform did you start with and which platform do you use more today?
I started with Facebook. Now I use more YouTube. YouTube? Okay.
And then Rexy? Rexalyn, sorry.
What did I start with?
Yeah.
Well, MySpace a long time ago, but a lot of Facebook is what I started with. I had a lot of friend requests all at one time after I was on TV for a little bit.
So share a little bit about that. So different type of video.
Oh, yeah. It's a video that you pay for. I was on cable. And
Does everybody recognize her? No?
we
What
all
was
look
the name?
alike. Yeah. Flipping Vegas, I was on a TV show, and when that started running, we had about 5 seasons. I got a lot of friend requests on social media, and that's a way of how I kept in contact with people that liked the show and others that actually wanted to use me as a real estate agent.
So you started off with Facebook, and what is your primary platform today that you use?
I like Instagram. Instagram, I have it auto post to Facebook. And I've gone back and forth between it posting to my personal and posting to my my business. I kind of put it back to my personal instead of my business one.
And that's actually a question we get asked a lot. I'll ask that question afterwards. Go ahead and pass it on to Jansen. So, how long you've been in it? You started off with what platform?
Facebook probably like 5 years ago. I do got Instagram. I don't use it much, and then I started TikTok. I think in March or April.
What made you start in TikTok?
My daughters.
Your daughters? Are they your social media
Yeah, they're
marketing directors?
my coaches.
Your coaches? Are they for hire?
For the right price.
Yeah. So Jansen actually, so 5 months ago, I actually have your video that I want to show on what kind of exploded your presence inside of social media. But why did you start in social media?
Well, free. It's a little bit of a headache, but it's free advertisement, and either spend $400 a month on Zillow leads that don't work, or get on social media and get free exposure.
But everybody says that it's hard work.
It is a little bit of a challenge, but it's hard, but it's free, and it gets, I don't know, you send out a flyer to a house, or you can send out thousands of flyers to people, you know.
Are you seeing that you're getting more of that engagement today with your platform?
Yeah, it's TikTok I just started, but I'm starting to see it now, because the cool thing about TikTok, you can actually see how many people view your post. Like Facebook and Instagram, you don't necessarily know how many people, I guess the Instagram it does, but Facebook you don't know unless they comment on it. But on Instagram, it'll show you actually how many people viewed it. So that's why, TikTok shows you how many people viewed your video, which is kind of cool, because even though may not get you a lead, but it's branding you out there. And obviously if it's a real estate video, then they know you're a realtor, and they keep on seeing that you're posting different stuff, so it just continues to grow, and it's free.
So with your, the tracking that you're doing, obviously something that you are specific, that's one of your strategies, is not just to post, right? You're also looking at how many people are looking at you, you're looking at the TikTok. I think Instagram also has insights, right? That tells you how many people are looking at your post and engaging. What else are you doing inside of that? Just posting and just looking at your followers, or?
Well, I try to engage with them too, especially if someone comments on my stuff. I try to comment on their stuff or like their comments so they see that their comment was liked. And that is a little bit of a hassle because when you have a big post, it's like 3 or 4 days constantly going through and you're liking it, you're commenting back to them so they'll keep on commenting your stuff. So that's another part. It's a little bit of work, but it takes a half hour,
Would you rather do that or prospect?
I'd rather do that than cold call.
Than cold call?
Or
Yeah.
door knock.
Or door knock. Open house? Same.
I'd rather do that than open houses.
Yeah, got it. All right, so let's switch gears to Bobby. We'll hand the mic over to Bobby. So this is directly off of Bobby's YouTube. So I was social media stalking you guys yesterday, and I found this was recently, 6 months ago. You got 4,000 views. So this is on YouTube. This is one of the things that I think you've done really well, is you've been consistent in what you post. So share with everybody your strategy inside of YouTube, and because you've got the Vegas happenings and things like that.
Yeah, consistency is definitely part of it. Every week I post the open house, the virtual open house that we do. And we use Matterport, so you guys, it's so easy if you just use Matterport. We go around the house. If you see my videos, we go around the house and look at it and we talk about it. And then have the Henderson happenings I've been doing for a long time, and Realtor Term Thursdays. So those are the 3 that I usually do every single week, and consistency.
How long have you been doing that? Since?
Probably 3-4 years now.
And what are you seeing as a result of that from?
I've seen leads come in through, because I have the landing page, I use Boomtown, so it'll say direct, so that's where they're coming from, is online.
So in this is from your description inside of YouTube. Where is that landing page? Is it visit my website to browse more?
Yes,
okay.
So that is my landing page.
Okay. So the virtual tours, when did you start that?
We started, I think, COVID, so I think probably a couple of years.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you prefer during virtual open houses or regular open houses?
Oh, virtual open houses.
Why?
I don't like to put the signs out.
Can anybody relate to that? Who loves to put signs out on your, no? Nobody? Let me see if I can actually post this on here. So this should link in if I do this right. I'm not going to show the whole video.
Ferguson, we know that when it comes to your business, time is money.
That's not me.
That's
That's not me. That's an
for
ad.
all your home improvement needs. Build with Ferguson. Bedroom here for a condo.
This is the Matterport, right?
And hand it over to Shelly. She's gonna go over the payments for you, so.
Oh, and you have a lender partner on that with you. What? How many of you guys partner with your lenders? I saw, Rexy, you also have, I've seen you do some partner with Jason and such. What do you see as a benefit of having somebody else on there?
For me, I can post that we can show the payment of the house. And that's always a good thing, because people want to see the houses for sure. Those are my ones that get the most views, are the houses. But also too, you get to show them the payment and the different payments. And then Shelly goes over 5%, 3%, conventional, whatever's at that time, whatever program we're talking about too, she'll go over that as well, like down payment assistance, anything like that. So it'll show the payment at the end, so it's really good.
So what do you use to do these videos for your YouTube videos? So Realtor Thursday and...
I use my phone.
Just like
for Realtor Term Thursday.
Yeah.
And for...
Realtor what Thursday?
Term.
So Realtor Term Thursday or Henderson Happenings, I use my phone. But when we do it, we use Zoom, and Zoom allows you to record. So we just hit record, and then we just talk, and I do the Matterport and go around, and then she can share her screen, and it's perfect. It just runs together perfectly.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to switch it over to Rexland. So this is Rexland on Instagram. So this post was, I think, recently. Happy Sunday. You got 8,600 views. How many of you guys would love to get 8,600 views? That's a big reach, right? And she got 294 likes and 11 comments. So share with us what you did on this. I'll post it. I'll play it, I think. Hopefully I can play it.
I think it's just a boomerang.
It's a boomerang?
I think it's just a boomerang.
Yeah. If it'll pull in here. Just to see what it looks like here. Short.
Before,
Little one? Yeah.
after,
Okay.
before, after.
It was like 3 seconds, and it got
Yeah.
so many. Sometimes I think, oh, this is a really good thing, this is informational, people will like this, because it gets no engagement. This was spur of the moment. I was like, oh, this would be good, like a before and after, and I found actually the before after audio. If you look in the bottom left corner where it has an arrow, that's trending audio. So I used it, and I thought, oh, this is kind of fun. It'll get nothing. And then I also think, oh, I need to post at a certain time. This was in the middle of the day after my open house. I did an open house at this beautiful home that was remodeled. And I didn't think I was going to get anything. I was like, nobody's on. It's the weekend. They're all out doing something. I'm here doing an open house. No one's going to see this.
Yeah.
And I was like, my phone just kept dinging. And I was like, wow, they like this before and after thing. But it made people like kitchens, bathrooms, master bathrooms, pools. So that's what I like to post.
So when you actually created this, I know you mentioned you saw the song. Was it the trending song?
Yeah, just the audio of the before, after.
Were you like, how did you even find that song? Were you on other people's pages and just said, oh, I like that?
Yeah, so the Explore page is the little, with the magnifying glass on the bottom of your Instagram. And also it depends on what you see, on what you like. So I like a lot of hungry dogs, food, all of those things. So I see those types of other posts. But yeah, I do it really fast. If I like it and it attracts my attention, I'm hoping it'll attract your attention. And this was 3 seconds that caught my attention, and I thought, what do I have that's like a before and after?
So you made that. Do you save them as you're looking through? So you mentioned you go through the Explorer page, you see all the other people's different posts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say, or do you do them all at one day and you're like, I'm just going to knock out 50 posts right now?
No.
Well, I do save in drafts. And then I'll try to post them at a certain time in the morning when I think that you guys are looking at my, when you're waking up, rolling over and picking up your phone. But sometimes like this one, random time right after my open house, probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekend. So.
And I think what I'm hearing on that is that sometimes it's like we are so concerned about people actually looking at our post and what they're going to get out of it and if it's going to be funny or if somebody's actually going to care about it. And you literally like 3 seconds on off, like it, post it, and then you got this type of reaction from everybody, right?
Yeah.
And what do you do with the 11 comments?
I try to, so I comment back just like you had said. Sometimes I just like everybody's comment one day, and then the next day when I post something else because I want those people to see my post and like get a little ding, then I'll comment on theirs. So I heart it one day, and then the next day I'll comment on it, so they'll get a little notification, and then hopefully they'll see my new post and then do it again.
So that's a strategy tip right there. So did everybody catch that? So they get on the comments, so let's say these 11 comments, she's liking them the first day, and then the next day you're actually going in saying, hey, thank you, or what do you think, whatever. Like,
yeah, something engaging, or just thank you, or something like that.
Yeah.
But it dings their notifications, and then they'll see it, and then hopefully it'll come up, like my new post. And then if it's, maybe they commented on like, what's this house, what's the price, or something like that, I'll DM them, so a direct message.
Awesome. All right, Jansen, you're up. So this one got 1.7 million views. If you look at 5 months into TikTok, 1.7 million views. And here's what's funny. Like, if you look at it, it's about peeing. It's not about real estate at all.
It's about peeing?
Yeah, it is. P-E-E, right? P-E-E, yes. That's,
Do we want to watch?
oh, come on, it's gotta
Like R. Kelly.
come on. You do, it's hilarious. Can you guys see it?
That's perfect.
You-
That's perfect.
Got a point, right?
That's 100% perfect.
So Jansen, share a little bit about your story, just because I was going to show the first one that you and I kind of watched together as you grew that. But can you share some of how you got into TikTok and what it looked like outside of your kids getting you into it?
Well, first of all, the reason I got into it is I was talking to a title officer, a title rep, and he was telling me about this realtor in, I first got TikTok, and then I did like one post. He was telling me, oh, I gotta keep on doing it. There's this realtor in Vermont, his name is Zach something, I think Zach Croft. He did like 100 deals the year prior just from TikTok. And so I looked at his videos, and he's real goofy. And he shaves his legs on TikTok, it's just like stupid stuff that has nothing to do with real estate, but so it's half real estate, half goofy stuff, but he has tons of followers, and he gets like referral fee, he gets tons of business from it, so I was like, well shit, if this guy can do it, I can be goofy. So, that's why I started doing these funny posts, because my real estate ones weren't doing a whole lot, because TikTok is a younger crowd, like 30, 35 and below. So, they don't want to look at house posts all the time, so they want to look at other stuff. So I felt if I grow my followers with real estate ones and goofy ones, or joke ones, I'll start doing more real estate ones later as I get more followers. So on this one, I actually seen a lady post this, very similar to it. So I was like, you know what, it shed a lot of engagement, a lot of likes. So I kind of just changed it around a little bit and then put my face obviously on it, and it just blew up. And this one has actually been going on for like a month. Most TikToks will go like 3 or 4 days and it'll like burn out. This has been going, I think, I got a comment like yesterday, and this has been going on for almost a month. So,
Well, and the one thing, if you notice, there's 1,037 comments.
yeah.
I mean, that's not you just commenting 1,000 times, right?
No, our comments don't count. It's only the comments
It's-
people.
okay.
So what I will do is like with this one, because it kept on going, or all my posts, if I get a couple comments, I'll comment back. But like the big ones, after like you don't comment after 3 or 4 days, I'll go reply to the comments later, and that post will start taking off again. So say if I have like 30 comments, and I've had like say 200,000 views, and I don't comment for a couple days, and I come back and start commenting on, reply to their comments, it takes off again. Then all of a sudden I'm at like 250,000 views. So
Wow.
that's kind of strategy I learned. I try to do my posts in the morning, they said it does better, because it gives it all day to circulate and to spread, but some of them was just spurred the moment. A couple of them I just posted like at the time that I felt it was right, and they did well, and some didn't do well. So you just gotta keep on doing it.
Well, so you mentioned you saw this video from somebody else, so very similar, right? You're what I call R&D, rip off and deploy. So you're actually, do you save it too, and then you'll duplicate it, or?
Yeah, so I just text it to me, and so I might text it to myself, but I got a whole bunch. I go back and pick some out I want to do, because that's the hardest part, is coming up with content to do. So if I see a real estate one or another one that I like, I'll text it to myself and go back a few days later or a week later and look at it and figure out the way. So it wasn't the same as that post, but it was similar to the joke.
Yeah.
And that's how I got it.
So how long did it take for you to produce this video?
90 seconds. It was a piece of cake. I did a 8-second video outside in my backyard, and I copy pasted the words, changed a little bit, added the video, the music, the sound, and it took off.
And how long did it take for you to respond to all 1,037?
I'm still responding today.
Are you?
Yeah.
So that's harder work then, right? Is actually the response in having to comment back to them, trying to say, like, you don't take a whole day and you're like 1,000 comments in one day.
Yeah, no, I just, like I said, I'll try to after an hour, I'll go back and look, I'm like, oh crap, I got 36 more comments, so I try to comment to like 10 or 12 of them, and then a day or two later, I'll go back and do another 8 or 10, just keep on to keep it going.
So how long do you typically spend on social media? And is this the platform that you spend the most time on?
Now it is, yes.
Okay. And how much time do you typically spend, let's say, in a week?
Probably 3 or 4 hours, and so total. So what I'll try to do, like on a Sunday when my oldest daughter will come over, and I'll try to do like 2 videos or 3 videos that day, and I'll post one the next day, 1, 2 or 3 days later. So
is she your videographer, or?
no, well, she just helps me. they're both into it. They've been talking to me trying to do TikTok like a year ago. I should have done it during COVID because it would have been real huge now, but I waited till a couple months ago. You know, I should have did it sooner, but some of them I just post myself. Then when they're there, I try to do like the more fancier ones.
And I know we saw your followers or viewers, whatever you want to call it, your audience grow. Can you talk a little bit about that first video and what you started off with from followers to where you are today?
Okay, it was Father's Day one, right? It was like the Thursday before Father's Day, and I seen this guy cleaning his grill on saying, hey, it's, you know, on Father's Day, I'm getting ready just so I can cook for my whole family, you know, on Father's Day. He was supposed to cook for us. So I was like, hey, okay, so I did a similar thing, but I add mowing my lawn, cleaning my pool, and cleaning my grill. And that one, and I did like, so I think did so well because I did it Thursday before Father's Day. So all these kids, I'm assuming, was sending this to their dad. Like, hey, my God, look at this, is so funny, because that's how it's like on Father's Day, right? We do all the cooking, not the cleaning, well, sometimes, but, so I think that's another reason why that one did so well. And that's kind of where I was like, oh shoot, this is kind of, that was like my I don't know, maybe like my 6th video, and that was the first one to really take off, and I was like, geez, this is kind of cool, you know, and so that's how I did that one. I just added more stuff to it. Another thing is, on TikTok, I see some people, even with real estate posts, you should always put music on it, like a trending song. Even if you turn the volume down to 0, the trending song should be on there because it gets you more exposure also.
So that's the second, because you said, Rexland mentioned the song, which was before and after. That was technically an audio clip, right? So same thing on TikTok, there's audio clips that you can use, or songs that you'll use, and that trending song will also help to give you a trend, because people are going to be looking specifically for that song. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah, and that laugh is a trending laugh on there. So that's another reason why I did so well, because that goofy laugh, that's not my laugh, that was when I took off a TikTok.
That wasn't your daughter?
No, that was the sound you pull off a TikTok, so that's trending because everybody's making these joke videos with that trending sound.
Yeah. So 5 months on TikTok, what have you seen from as a result of that for leads, or obviously branding has been a big thing for you?
Yeah, I've got one solid lead. We're working on one lead right now, and so the guy that talked me into doing it, he said, don't even worry about getting business for the first year. He said, you got to build the brand, build your followers, and with the market being the way it is, a lot of buyers are a little nervous anyway. He said, just keep on posting, because then people will see that, and 6-8 months from now, when the market gets back to normal, those people will start coming to you because they know you're a realtor now. And I've gotten 2 or 3 people reach out to me. One, we've already working on getting pre-qualified, and I usually get a couple off of Facebook a year, but this has been way bigger than my Facebook, so hopefully it can pan out to maybe 10 next year, you know.
Awesome. All right, and then if you'll hand it over to Rexland. So Rexland, what about, how about you for time? How much time do you spend on your social media platforms? And then what do you have a strategy? You mentioned when you post, but do you have a strategy on the things that you post?
So how much time I spend? I try to just have my phone and then I post it and then I immediately put it away. If I'm doing a lot of posts all at one time and I put them in drafts, I'll spend some time doing that, and then when I actually post it, I wake up and then I'm like, I'll post this one, and then I leave it alone. So how much I spend doing it?
Like a week. On a week on average, what do you think you're on social media?
Maybe about the same.
3 hours?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's just, I'll sit at a stoplight and I'll go through my phone. So, I mean, adding all of those things up.
Don't do what she's doing.
Not posting, but you're actually like commenting, or you actually?
I'm just looking for trending sounds. And when I think about the trending sound, how does that relate to real estate? Sometimes nothing relates to real estate, but I always try to make it relate to real estate somehow.
Yeah, and all the stuff that you do. But you post different things. You do listings. I've seen on your page it's listings. You show lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You have. So how do you decide on what you want to post? Good question.
Usually it's whatever's current. So you know, if there's a holiday, I'll post something on the holiday. Not all holidays do I do that. I try to do Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday today, so maybe something I'll be in the kitchen of a model home or a home that I've been in that I took a picture in the kitchen, and I would just say like, you want to build a taco? I don't know, something like that. I go for corny a lot because that's kind of funny. It's funny to me, so I'm hoping that even if it's corny and people think it's dumb, they looked at it.
But I think a lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable like that, right? Because that's like our showing our personality a little bit. How do you get over that?
I don't quite care what other people think or other real estate agents. I'm focusing on my clientele. Let me say that again. Not that I don't care about the other real estate agents, because you guys do refer me. I have real estate agents. Actually, one of my closings that I just had recently was from the real estate agent in California that I've never met before, but he saw me on TV. He's followed me for many years on social media platforms, and he referred me referred me a client. Another one that I worked with in San Diego, he actually sold my sister's home, so I sought him out, and he follows me all the time, and he gives me referrals as well. So
I was going to ask you what you've seen from like the business aspect of it, generating of leads and income and such. I guess you are obviously seeing a lot. What have you seen since you've started?
Mine's a little different, I guess, because people see me on TV and then they try to find me on social media, and that's how they contact me. So I would say a lot, 90-something% would be referrals and social media for my business.
Staying on that. Janet, do you have a question?
No, I just want to make a comment. When I think of Rexland and social media, I think of her in a bathtub.
Yes.
A lot of your posts are in the bathtubs. Yeah.
So I, like I said before, people like master bathrooms and they like kitchens, right? So I just thought it's interesting and probably like a little comical that I'm fully clothed in a bathtub, because I get a lot of comments saying that I'm doing it wrong. I'm not really taking a bath, people. But
No water.
no water, no bubbles. No water. You know, but it is something people can, I mean, I know it's me, but maybe they can imagine themselves in that bathtub, and usually it's a really nice standalone bathtub, like a nice soaking tub. And then for fun, sometimes I'll go in like a construction, really disgusting bathtub. Not really sit in it though, but people know me
Before and after.
like she said, people know me for the bathtub photos. Yeah, they demand it. My audience. I'm just kidding.
What about your actual comments in your posts? So do you create those also in your drafts, or do you
Oh yeah,
store them somewhere else?
those are just either something that I've read before. I like puns. Again, corny jokes, I love those. Dad jokes, love those. Puns, love those even more. So that's where some of my inspiration comes from. Pinterest, love Pinterest also too.
What do you look on Pinterest for? Other people's posts or for like jokes?
Mostly on Pinterest, it's, you know, food recipes and everything like that. But I look at everything else, something with houses. Again, right, your Explore page on Instagram shows you what you like. Pinterest is the same thing. You look at one post that you like or search for something that you like, and then you scroll down and it gives you everything else that's related to it. So it gives me ideas.
Very cool. All right, I'll bring it back to Bobby again. So Bobby, how about you? What have you seen as far as leads, income from actual social media, whether it's YouTube or any of the other platforms?
Yes, I also like Rexland to reach out to other agents in other states. So I have gotten business from that as well, and give business the other way when I see them post also too. So that is one income, and then as far as clients, they go to my site, my landing page.
So do you, over the course of the last couple of years, what you mentioned, you do Henderson Happenings, you do Realtor Tip Thursday, and then you do the virtual tours. What do you see as the most traction that you get from like viewership?
For me, it's YouTube, and then even though that they're not commenting, they're telling me when I meet them, oh, I saw you on YouTube, or I saw you on Instagram. You know, that's how I know.
So do you also like stalk the other realtors in other states, or how you mentioned referral side of it? So what is exactly?
I call them first.
You go.
I do. I call them first, and then you know, we're friends on whatever platform they're using, and then I like their pictures, their videos, whatever they are doing, I do that. And what's good about YouTube is that when we do the open houses, it's good for you guys if you have listings, because you can pull that up and you can show the seller exactly what you're doing. You are helping them. You are showing, you're promoting their house. There's a link there. They make it small so you guys can promote everything everywhere as far as their house. So it will help you guys for your listings.
That's awesome. And how much time do you spend on average on a weekly basis in doing?
About 3 hours as well.
3 hours.
Yeah.
And what about like your comments? That includes all that comments and everything like that?
It used to be longer, but now when you post, like if you post a story on Facebook, it automatically goes to Instagram. So it just like everything transfers now. So it's nice.
So the one question I get asked a lot is, do you have a business page and a personal page? And if you do, how do you differentiate between the two? And if you don't, why did you decide to just have one page?
I have both.
You have
So
both.
on Facebook and Instagram, I have a business page and a personal page, but I post on both of them.
The same content?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. The business page on my Facebook, I don't post too much personal, but on my personal page, I post business.
Oh,
Everybody's
business.
on there. No, I post both.
Okay.
And then on my Instagram, you'll see it's mostly business on that page, but it's my business page. So, and then YouTube is just YouTube. There's no personal or business, I don't think.
The other question I was going to ask you guys is ads. Do you guys spend money on ads or any of that stuff?
I haven't yet.
It's all been just video.
Right, it's all been just organic, but I heard today that Facebook just changed or Meta just changed their algorithm again today, and they're gonna change it again in October for ads for the housing department. So it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to get a reach.
Oh, for housing, for like the fair housing type stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Rexel? Okay, I'll get you short now after this. Do you spend money on ads or anything like that?
I used to. So before all of the changes with the algorithms and trying to target certain people or groups of buyers and everything like that, I used to, but not anymore. But that is why I had a business page, because you needed that on Facebook to run ads.
Got it. What about you, Jensen?
Yeah, I haven't paid. I may have boost once in a while, like a $10, $20 boost, but I hardly ever. I've maybe ran one ad in 5 years.
When you decide to boost, what is?
It's usually like a new listing.
Oh, okay. So you post your listings and such. Sherwin, what question? You have a question?
I saw you had an ad at the beginning of your video. Sorry, lose money. About how long it took you to start the traction to begin selling ads on your page, on your YouTube. Was that your ad?
I didn't even know that was there.
Did you get money off that?
Okay, didn't even know.
Yes, I didn't even know the ad was there. Did you
Oh.
see the ad?
Was it me and her commercial?
Yeah, because there was a 5-second ad before your video started.
I think YouTube just
YouTube.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Are they
So this would be an indication that somebody is paying to have an ad on.
Yeah, those
your-
are paid ads.
So you might
Normally on
wanna check
YouTube
your
page, you
ad
can't put it on
center
without
to
paying
see.
you. You might have money somewhere in there? I want to log in and see where your money is.
Perhaps.
I'll do it for you.
What?
Yeah.
Right, something new.
See how exciting that is? She doesn't even
We'll
know
send
that
it to
she's
your
getting
account.
paid ads on her stuff. But that's actually a good point. So that's also another reason, right? That's a separate income stream when you think about it. If your YouTube channel gets a lot of traction, people will want to pay to be on your channel, right? To have an ad like you just saw. You'll have to do that like that. Something she learned too. All right, I'm gonna, one last thing before we open up to the audience. So what would be the one piece of advice you'd give the realtors here today about starting dating?
Consistency, even if you just do it one time, once a week, just make sure you're doing it every week for at least 6 months, like Jensen's doing now with TikTok. I mean, we've been doing it a long time, but if you're consistent every week, then your audience is going to know that you're going to be back next week. So they may subscribe because they know that you're going to keep continuing to come back.
Thank you.
Absolutely, consistency, because otherwise they don't know what you're doing. If they see you constantly posting something that you're an active real estate agent or you're active doing something, you will pop up and you are top of mind, so that's what you want to be.
I agree the same thing, consistency, and also if you don't have like TikTok or Instagram, just do it. It's free. It's a little bit of a headache, but it'll pay off 6 months, a year from now. On my TikTok, my hashtag for my TikTok name, I've already had over 7 million views. So that's
Jansen,
all that's
Realtor
free. Yeah,
Taylor?
I'm at like at 7.2 million. That's all free. So free branding.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, I'm going to open it up for questions. What questions do you guys have? Anyone online also? Go ahead, Les.
Stepped out, so I don't know if you did this. I don't understand hashtags.
Yeah, great. Well, I don't think we talked about that. Go ahead, Jansen.
It's just like, so like with mine, like if it's a sports one, like I'm a Raiders fan and a Seahawks fan, but since I'm here in Vegas, if it's something to do with football, I'll hashtag Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. And it just goes, so anybody who follows that stuff, like also hashtags, it will help go to them. So it helps promote your page to people who like that stuff.
So people are looking Jansen the Realtor Taylor when they're searching for in that exploration page or something like that, right?
Well, not yet, hopefully it's soon.
Okay,
If
that's
they
the goal.
see, yeah, exactly. So, but like say if it's a real estate one, I'll put, there's a hashtag Realtor, TikTok, Las Vegas Realtor, I'll tag all those also on the real estate ones. Whatever the post is, I try to find some hashtag, and you'll see the hashtags who have that, like NFL has billions. It's like 20 billion hashtag viewed, so I always tag that one, anything to do with football.
Can I say something about the hashtags? So I hashtag my name, which is unique. My parents made up my name. So I just wanted to see, when I was on the TV show, if people were hashtagging my name and what they were saying. They're not always nice. But anyways, I was looking at some of the photos, looking at the ones that I've tagged and everything, and I kept seeing this lady that was pregnant. And I'm like, why is she hashtagging my name? I don't get this. And then, after so many months, she had a cake, and it said, welcome, Rexelin. She had a baby and named it after me. So I commented on her post, and I said, yummy cake, congratulations, and she was ecstatic. She's like, I named my daughter after you, and I'm so glad that you had responded to me. So that's a nice story for my name. And then there's another story where I looked up my name on Google, and what to expect when expecting are for pregnant ladies, right? And it was a blog, and somebody was looking for a name for their daughter, and she said, I saw this TV show, Flipping Vegas. There's a girl on there, her name is Rexelin. They call her Rexy for short. And then all of the comments. Sounds like a dog name, sounds like a drug name. Who would do that to their daughter? Why would you? Oh my gosh, I was reading it, and at the time I was married, and I was like, oh, this is kind of funny a little bit. And then I just kept going down and reading more, and then I just started crying. You can't take it personal. It's a name. People are mean behind the computer screen, but they know my name.
Yes, for hashtag.
So yeah, and it's unique. So
That's awesome. Bobby, you have anything to say on hashtags? Is there any specific one that you use? Your name is or your social media site is Las Vegas Properties 1. And like your email and everything like that. So you're consistent on that. Is there?
I'm consistent on that, and then also too, the hashtags use the same ones over and over and over, unless like Jansen said that if you're gonna do a Raider post and use that one first, but then just, copy and paste the other hashtags over and over just to make it easy for yourself.
No questions for anybody? All right, you guys learned some stuff today? Takeaways? I would say the number one thing is just get started. To throw off two different things, so we have Rev 201, which is going to be next Tuesday at 11:30 here at Spanish Ridge. If you haven't already heard, we're also hosting a media day, which is going to be Friday at the Green Valley office. So if you haven't already gotten your time slot, it's going to be $25 for our signature agents, $50 for general public. You're going to get a headshot, a video, and we're going to have Angelique there to help you get yourself set up on any of the platforms that you want to get set up on, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, and even Google My Business. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure that you get with Beta or Angelique. And please give it up for Bobby, Rexelin, and Jansen. Thank you guys so much for coming with me. We're going to do the raffle really quick. Lois, do you want to come on up?
Yeah, can you do your?
Yep. How many people?
We have, keep going here. 93. 93.
I make it there, right?
Oh my God, instant.
So we'll just.
Yeah, I got you.
First thing is, I like to say, and then once you choose, if you want to trade, the drag suit.
Okay, hold on, I gotta put this. 93, you guys ready? Here we go. Number 1 is 26.
Woohoo! Not me.
6 is Jansen Taylor.
Jansen! Winner, winner!
Chicken dinner.
Guys,
I'll take it. Which one I'll give to you guys.
There's tequila, you don't
There's
drink.
always tequila. The one you.
I'm on over
I was like, I saw your TikTok at the Egypt.
Bourbon.
It's okay.
All right, next is 85.
Yeah. Oh, it's called signature.
Yeah, I'll take the tequila.
Thank you. Sherwin.
Sherwin! Okay, next. Last one, right? 68.
With all the high numbers.
68 is.
Check this in Tijuana, I just don't know.
60.
Oh, no.
Tyson? Tyson!
Thank you.